It's a total TMI about Orlando and the Freak Show. Let's play Plead the Fifth. Plead the Fifth. Plead the Fifth. Call or text 888-429-0941 with your questions.
Let's go make some law now. Yeah. Some law. I say we go to court.
Now, who's taking the stand?
That one right there. She's being sworn in. Tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So help me, God.
All right. So let's see. We go clockwise. So that means you're first.
Me?
Oh, Lord.
I mean, that's not actually clockwise. I'm actually clockwise.
That is
But
clockwise.
I guess we go
So you go
opposite.
first.
So I mean, yeah. I mean, we
It doesn't
usually go
matter,
clockwise,
gentlemen.
but
No,
we
it
keep
actually-
switching.
it
We
actually
keep
does go
switching
this
it
way.
depend on, but
No,
it goes.
I was
Clockwise
last.
goes this way. Tick, 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 tick.
Dude.
tick.
Yeah, this is clockwise. I was
Like
last
60
time.
minutes. Tick,
So
tick, tick,
so
tick,
you're
tick,
first.
tick, tick, tick,
You're
tick,
first.
tick, 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 tick. All right. Okay. All right. So, Meredith,
Yes, sir.
I have a question of a professional round,
Oh, okay.
like a professional aspect.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know, like we work for the company on contracts,
Yes.
and your contract is coming up for review.
It's up.
It's up. And so every time I go to a meeting, I'm now asked about Meredith's contract.
Yes.
Like the big bosses are like, hey, you talk to Meredith.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And so I have to ask you, you've been presented with a contract.
Yeah.
So, A, have you considered not staying
Okay.
with the company?
Damn. Okay.
Have you considered not staying with the company?
Oh my
And
God.
is that why you have not signed your contract? Are you out here entertaining other places?
All right.
That is my question.
I could plead the fifth
You could.
and make everybody worried.
And that would be the first question, which you gonna open up everything.
It would be a boss move, though, because it would make all the bosses be like, oh, damn, like, what is going on? So I will be open and honest with the audience and with you guys, and even with Orlando, who is, if you don't know, he's the
Like you're
boss
the
of
boss.
Wild.
Yeah.
I know.
So what I was initially presented with, in my personal opinion, was not worthy of what it was trash.
Talk that
basically.
talk, Meredith. Talk that talk.
And so we kind of went back and forth and negotiating, and sometimes that takes a little bit of time. You've been there, Orlando.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You have an agent, so said person does that for you. I do not have an agent, so I have to do that myself. And sometimes it does take a little bit of time, and we went back and forth, and I feel like we came to somewhat of a good conclusion on things, but there's still maybe one aspect that I'm not quite happy with my new contract. So I'm kind of just sitting on it just a little bit. Also, on the other hand, technically I'm a free agent, kind of like a sports player at the moment.
Yeah,
I am.
you are.
I
The
am.
person that knows the most about sports here.
So, so that's just what's going on right now. And that's probably why the bosses have come to you and they're like, oh, so what's going on? Hey, have you talked to Meredith? And so that's
So you're a free agent. So what are you saying? I mean, because the question is like, have you contemplated
saying
leaving?
this-
Have you contemplated leaving
Have I
the
contemplated
freak show
leaving?
to go somewhere else?
Have I contemplated it? Have I ever thought about it before?
I'm talking now that you got a piece of paper in front of you.
Right. I have thought about it. Yeah. Do I ultimately want that to happen? No, I love Wild. I love working on the Freak Show. I love what I do for a living. I also enjoy working in this room with the two of you. I feel like if somebody thinks of me and they think of Meredith, hopefully they also think of Wild 94.1 at the same time. So no, I don't want to go anywhere, but at the same time, there has to be somewhat of.
She said, back up that bring strong boy. Give her that money. She said, give her that money.
And it might not necessarily just be that. It might be like
No,
some other
Don't let
stuff
Rich
that happens.
negotiate for you.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
definitely
Don't
not.
let
Don't
Rich
let
do
me.
it.
It could be other things, because there's a lot of other things that we have to talk about and negotiate. That's not necessarily money. So yeah, that's what's up.
Okay.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I thought she was just gonna tap out.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go
That
light.
would have been a
'cause I-
gangster move to tap out. I mean, I set you up. Really
Yeah,
good one.
that was a little heated. All right, Meredith.
Uh-huh.
You always said that in a fight, you're a runner.
Yes.
But I want to know about the last time that you wanted to get into a fight, and why were you so mad that you wanted to fight?
Yeah. So, there are times when I get heated about things, but I'm never to the point where I want to hit somebody in the face before. But there's this one time when I was hanging out with my dad and my brother. So a lot of people don't know my brother's severely autistic. He needs 24/7 care. And my dad takes care of him up in Charlotte. So we were up there trying to find him a new chair. My brother loves his chair, blah, blah, blah. Well, it breaks probably every 2 years because he treats it. He doesn't care about
Like
his
chair.
Right.
I
Well, he
treat it like
bounces in
mine.
it and it breaks sometimes. So anyway, we went to said store, which I will leave out. And he needs to help pick out the chair, make sure that it's one that he likes, all the things. So anyway, these sales people there were being so incredibly rude and impatient with my brother, and then basically saying like we needed to leave and my brother wasn't acting up. He can at times, but not at that moment. And they just basically wanted us out of where it was. So anyway, I got really, really heated, and I went over to the salesperson, the lady that was trying to help us that wasn't, and we got into an argument, and I had to check myself, and then we just left because my dad's never seen me like that before. But like, don't mess with my brother. You know what I mean? Like someone that can't defend themselves. And anyway, we chose not to spend our money there because they were being ass hats. So
I'm glad you edited that.
yeah.
What store was this?
No, I'm not saying it.
No, what store was
It's up
it?
in Charlotte.
Listen. Meredith has been taught her gangsterisms.
Yes.
She is a member of the Freak Show, and she can throw them hands if she necessarily needs to. Let's see here. Meredith, you've answered 2.
Yes.
Now, I will ask you this, and I've asked you this before, and you've danced around it. So now you have to, because it's your third, and you're gonna go to the audience.
What are you about to
But
say?
no, but it's not bad. I just want you to
Sweating.
answer this question.
All right.
Because I remember when you had the kids, and then Anthony had to be the last person to see them before they went to school.
Yeah.
And I remember like some photo days and some stuff. He was the point person that was responsible for making them look presentable.
Right.
And I've seen your eye rolls when you see how he does their hair as opposed to how mommy does their hair and stuff. So now it's been a little bit of time. And I would like you to report 2 things. Something that Anthony has improved on incredibly with getting the girls ready.
Okay.
And something that no matter how long it's been, he still can't do it.
Okay. He has improved on, and I really commendable, like checking his temper in the morning, not getting so frustrated with they don't want to get out of bed. They don't want to do this. It's kind of like, well, listen, you're going to leave. And if you're going to leave the house, then you're going to look janky. So I have to go to work. That's what it is. And your job in life is to go to school. So if you don't want to get up and brush your teeth or eat, then that's fine. You're going to go to school hungry. And he used to get so upset about it. And he would call me sometimes. And it just is now. And he's just very cool, calm, and collected. He's just used to it now. So seriously.
So he's better at being calm.
For sure. And handling the girls. Something he cannot get right, I swear to God. I swear to God, is their hair. What is so bad about brushing their hair, making sure their hair is done, putting a little bow in the hair, a little clip, a little headband, and just making
We don't do that right.
Hey,
Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
trying to throw shots, but you can't expect a bald guy to know about hair. So, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That
He
is a
probably
point.
would agree with you.
That is a point right there.
Yeah, but
He don't know nothing about scrunching.
a hair
Ain't
tie.
nothing to scrunch.
I go, babe, why don't you put a hair tie? No, I'm not doing that. I go, what?
He doesn't know. He has no experience.
It's like to the
Like,
side.
I have no idea.
It's like a 90s like hair tie to the side. It's crazy. So
Yo, I'm sorry, Anthony, but I got you, dog.
Hey, Anthony, I got your back, dog. Don't worry about it. All right, so listen, you got 3 questions in. You got 3 questions that come from the audience on the other side. Text us 888-429-0941 because Meredith is ready for part 2. She still has her pass. I tried to get her to let it go. All right, so now it's up to y'all. We got it on the other side. Hold on. All right, we got a bunch of Meredith questions that are popping up on the text to 0941.
Oh, Lord.
There's a gang of them up in here. Meredith, there's a bunch of you ain't going nowheres on here too, by the way.
I hope not.
They're like, hey, well, you ain't going nowhere, Meredith, blah, 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 blah.
I love this place.
The one person does say, Meredith, with your business being put out there regarding a contract, do you have something in the holster? Where are you planning to go if you should leave?
Damn, you took my question. Because I was getting ready.
That was the first one. I didn't know you had dibsies. You have to call dibsies.
I mean, there's no perfect fallback. I mean, if I had to find another opportunity or find another job, I mean, I would probably take a little bit of time off and figure things out just like anybody else. But again, I don't.
You passed that timing thing on the TPD. You can go out there and be a TPD officer. That 5 minutes and 4 seconds, you beat that. So you did beat that little thing.
I don't see Meredith putting nobody in
You
here.
did. She can put in pursuit.
I'd be a better detective than that. It's just sitting in an office.
I'm just saying.
All right, Meredith. I got one out of the 727. It says, it's a continuation kind of from my question. It says, catch me outside moment. Who are you bringing with you to the fight, Rich or Orlando?
What?
Orlando can throw a punch.
Wait, hold on. Why is she bringing us? What, you fighting a dude? Because if you fighting a girl, I'm never.
She needs a dude to pull up with her for a tag team.
Yeah.
Who is she bringing with her, me or you?
Well, I feel like honestly.
Don't you know karate?
Yeah.
Karate.
You know karate.
MMA. I wrestled in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, he wrestled in high school and he know karate. You
Right.
better take him.
So, but when I'm thinking of agility.
Damn.
I need somebody, if we're gonna get into it, can like run away the fastest as well.
Wait a minute. You gonna pick up help that can run? That's the one thing. That's the
If you gotta
the
get away,
qualifier.
You gotta get away,
gotta get away.
from the cops.
Somebody who can
or
run
whatever.
with me.
Yeah,
okay.
I can
Well,
be
then
fast, but I
take him.
need it. Yeah, I guess I gotta pick Rich on this one. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's funny.
Wow. Okay.
You got another one?
Let's see. There's a whole bunch of them, but all these are so dirty. Like people are asking you the dirtiest question.
You guys haven't asked me anything, dirty.
This out of the 727 said last week the Freak Show was talking about initiating fun time in bedroom antics.
Yeah.
Does Meredith initiate 20, 50, 80%, or 80% of the time? 20, 50, or 80% of the time? Which one is closer to likelihood?
So it fluctuates, I would say. But currently, since you're asking right now, I would say it's probably a 50% or 60% at the moment.
That you initiate?
That I initiate, yeah. To, get things done. And I'll tell you, like, as you get older, like with women, you always hear about this. It's like your sexual stamina, not necessarily stamina, but like, your wants and needs are you've always heard, like, as a woman gets older and more mature, like
You like fine wine?
the intensity is, so I'd be initiating a lot. Like, so
You said I be initiating a lot.
Yeah, I'll be initiating.
Sometimes y'all forget she from Duval. She says sometimes I be initiating.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
That's your third one right there.
Okay. All right. So
you got a. I don't know.
when was the last time you guys were about to get into a fight? And you didn't get into a fight, but things were about to go down.
Ooh.
At least in your mind.
You want to go?
Man.
Can I talk about the last time I did get in a fight?
Sure.
I mean, yeah.
Like,
If it's-
yeah, I actually got into a fight. I was at a place in downtown Tampa on Cinco de Mayo.
This Cinco de Mayo?
No, this was like 2 Cinco de Mayos ago.
Okay.
I was at a place downtown. Some random dude walks up to me. I guess his girl got kicked out of the club. And for some reason, this guy thought that I was the reason why his girl got kicked out of the club. So he walked up to me and he slapped my drink out of my hand. Like, slapped it and like slapped my hand. I was just like, dude, what the hell? So anyway, I'm like, yo, I mean, he's like, yo, you got my girl kicked out. And he gets kicked out. And I was just like sitting there and I was just like, all right, I'm just going to let this pass. But then like like 2 seconds later, I was like, hell no.
That's
This
Cinco
dude
de Mayo.
this dude just tried to disrespect me. I had mad tequila in my system. So I went down the road, and I was really going to go talk to this guy, but then he sucker punched me, so I got into a fight.
Oh, my God. He
Outside.
sucker punched you?
Yeah, he
Was he a
sucker-
big dude?
He was big, like as in round. Like,
Did it hurt? Did it hurt?
To be honest with you, the adrenaline was going so much it didn't, but like he poked me in the eye. So like during the fight, nothing hurt, but then after, I actually have a scar from it.
Damn.
I was bleeding down my head. It was so bad. Everybody thought that. Like I got beat
Everybody
up.
thought he won.
Everybody thought he won, which was the messed up part. And I was throwing dude around, but he definitely, it looked like he had won.
Did you get to punch him? Did you connect?
No, like the only thing I could do was just
So he did
wrestle
win.
this guy. No. So
I think Meredith was getting to the point that everybody else is getting that. I think he won.
I'll keep it a buck. You could say that he kind of won. It looked worse. I looked worse, but I was throwing dude around.
Okay.
And I had to like kind of wrestle him because I couldn't
held your own?
I couldn't see out of my eye.
Because you were a wrestler.
Yeah. So yeah.
So you know how to throw.
Yeah, I threw. No, I know how to box too, but I definitely.
no,
it looked like I lost that one. I'll keep it a buck. I'll keep it a buck.
Blood pouring down his face.
Yeah, blood pouring down your face is one indicator.
But if I ever see that dude again,
It's on.
It's on sight.
If you can't think of the last time you wanted to fight, talk about your last actual fight.
Well, I mean, no, actually, because I talked about that Dave's bar thing that I got into
with
like
the
years
knife.
ago down there, which ended badly. But now most recently it was, and I want to say it was Dollhouse, but it might not have been. But we were somewhere where a listener basically was excited that Wild was in the house.
Nice.
And she listens a lot, and apparently she was, I don't know if she was just liquored up or whatever, but she was just very like, oh my God, you guys, and taking pictures and blah, blah, blah. And it was a whole bunch of us out there. I mean, I think Dobby was there. Like, it was all, we was, oh my God.
Yeah.
And her man felt some type of way about the attention that we were getting. And so we were getting a lot of, like, it was real brolic from him. And it almost turned into something because he was just being real nasty. But security kind of stepped in there because I'm like, listen, I'm not of the rolling it around on the ground type of persuasion. Like I'm grown.
You've been
like,
there.
Yeah, I mean, security. Y'all come handle this because if I gotta handle it, I'm gonna make the papers.
Right.
So they had to like put him out or whatever, and she stayed in.
She left her
For
man.
a while he was put out. She was inside getting every selfie, every hug, every laugh. So she was used to him acting out.
Wow.
So he was outside getting put out. By the time she walked out, he had the car and was ready to go. And she got all her selfies.
Wow, good. Well,
Yeah, and posted them up because she tagged me on one of the joints. And I ain't say nothing because I'm like, let me leave this alone because I don't want to be fighting your dude out in some random streets.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny when you see people not really, get it.
Yeah.
Like she got it and her man was just like, I don't know, it wasn't a night. It wasn't a night that he wanted to see her meet her friends.
Yeah.
So
Orlando won, Rich lost.
no, Orlando was J. Cole. I'm about it out of that thing. I was like, hey, security. All right, Meredith.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
You have completed
Thank you.
your Plead the Fifth without using
I
a
know,
pass.
I feel good about that.
She's so gangster.
Hey.
All right, we coming back because we got your 9 a.m. classic kickoff, man. That's what we do.
June 6th.